Hello guys, and welcome to another Fire Emblem Heroes tier list video. This time we are covering all of the kits that are available to us right now up until 2022. The first kit banner that released was in 2020. It came with Kid Marth, Kid Cheetah and so on. And we are gonna cover them all today. Without further ado, let's get into this. So, the first unit we are discussing is Merrick. Merrick is a wind mage from Shadow Dragon. He's one of Marth's best friend, I guess. He's the prodigy of basically Shadow Dragon. Well, Lind is also kind of a prodigy, but I think Merrick is decent. He's a good unit. I like how they had made for him the cape, the original mage cape that they wear in the first titles of Fire Emblem games. That's such a unique gimmick. It's funny to see. So yeah, Merrick is a cool looking unit. And the kit banner is really small, so we don't have much kits yet because it's only been 3 years up until now, so we don't have much kits to discuss. But I think Merrick is beautiful designed. I like the leaves around him. It basically shows the wind in the magic. It's cool. It's really cool made. I like Merrick, but not as much as other units, other kit units also. But I would say he's a solid B tier. I don't even think I'm gonna place anything into C or D. I don't think, maybe. But let's move on. Let's just move on. Merrick was the first one. Now we go to Minerva. Well, Minerva is quite simple looking in this picture. I'm not so the greatest fan of Minerva, but yeah, I like the armor. The armor looks cool. I like that she has that she comes with a preference weapon and a preferred skill in the slot A. That made her really unique for the time. Even now, she's one of the best free-to-play units you can basically build. But even Minerva, I think Minerva will be the one I would place at C tier, because I don't really think the artwork looks that great. I like it, of course, but in compared to other units it looks not so good. But yeah, the next unit is Marth, and Marth would be placed in, I guess, A tier, because I like the light. The light is awesome. The younger self, his younger outfit that he has worn is awesome. His rapier looks amazing. It looks really cool designed. And yeah, it's basically his classic outfit he wore in the first title of the game. And in the first ever game of Fire Emblem. This is his base outfit. I love it. It's just classy, I would say. Yeah, other than that, he's our prince, our first prince we ever had. And now let's move on to Cheetah. Cheetah is one of my favorite Pegasus flying units ever, because she's kind of the OG unit of Fire Emblem Pegasus Knights, basically, because she's also the first one we ever had. But yeah, I like also the feathers in the background of her sprite. Looks awesome. She has a really cool B skill. Maybe it kind of got outclassed by trace skills by now, but it's still a unique skill, and it's a B skill, so that's more scoring for Arena, I guess. So yeah, your B skill stands out even in today's days. So if you have a build-up Sheeta, she would be awesome in Arena. If you also have the dual flying skill. But yeah, Sheeta has one of the better artworks, in my opinion. She looks really cute in this outfit. It really suits her. She's maybe the top of A, I would say, because it's not my favorite outfit of all of them, and not so unique that I would place her higher than A, because it's really basic, I would say. But nonetheless, beautiful looking unit. The next one is Pala, and well, Pala is one of my absolute favorites of all time. I have to say that she is one of my favorite units I use in flying teams. She is just so good in providing movement, more movement than usually, because they can only move two spaces, and if you use a dual skill, you can move up to 3 spaces, and that's awesome. And she just hits so hard. It's amazing. This unit is so good in flying teams, specifically in flying teams, because in other teams she doesn't shine so bright because of her requirements. She basically needs flying units in 2 spaces. So yeah, but the outfit is amazing. I love it that the other sisters are also included in the background. They are so cute. The conversation between them is so wholesome. I love it. This is hands down one of my favorite seasonal units of all time, and I wish I would plus 10 her already, because I love her this much. So this is an S tier for me, without a doubt. Yeah. The next unit on this tier list is gonna be Sora, because Boyd just looks like Sora. He just looks like Sora from Kingdom Hearts. It's just the boots and the shorts that basically, and his pose. It's basically like he's holding a keyblade, like Sora does in his standard poses. So yeah, that's Sora. No, I'm just kidding. This is obviously Boyd. Boyd is I'm not a big Boyd fan. I'm also not the biggest Path of Radiance fan. Maybe it's complicated. I have hate love between me and the Path of Radiance game, or Radiant Dawn. It's basically for me the same, but I like most characters of the game, and the story is written really very well. But I really need a remake of this game to enjoy it more than I already have. I enjoyed the game, I love it, but it's kind of, it's not sticking out too much, I think. But it's still a good written game, and I like the characters, but not all of them. On board is not the character I like the most of the game, and yeah, I can't say much to him because I don't think I used him. Maybe I used him at the beginning of Path of Radiance, but I can't really remember. It has been a while. Maybe I just have to play it again after a while, because it has been long. I think the last time I've played it was 6 years ago or something like this. But yeah, I think Boyd looks okay. He's a Tempest Trice unit. I like the detail with the axe that the kid units of this year, so 2022, have basically this stone that symbolizes basically the same stone like in Loki and Thor's weapon. So maybe Thor or Loki gave the child units basically more power with these weapons. But yeah, Boyd. I would place Boyd. Also, I didn't play the campaign yet. I don't know what happens in the parallel log, so I have to play it. And yeah, I think Boyd is also in C tier, like below Minerva. I'm like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of Boyd. It's basically the character itself, not really the artwork. The artwork is fine, and he reminds me just so much of Soren. But the next character, Ike. This artwork is so simple but so adorable. It's so beautiful drawn. I'm lost for words by this artwork. It's just so cute how Ike tries to protect Mist from enemies. It's so wholesome. It's so cute. Yeah, I think this is a nice duo. It was kind of expected that we get this duo, because at kids they only had them both, I guess, and their family. And basically I would place this artwork. That's complicated. That's really something. I think it's the highest of A. I think Sheeta is right behind Ike, right behind him, but I think Ike is the highest of A. He has to be. But yeah, Ike is kind of also not my favorite hero of all time, but I can understand why you like Ike. He's badass. He's just smash everything with pure strength. That's kind of Ike's thing with Radiant Ether, and yeah, it's overall really cute dialogue between Ike and Mist. It's simple, but I like it. And yeah, let's move on to the next unit. The next unit is our Hungry Mage. I have to say, I have two favorite characters of Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, and one of them is Ileana. And I kinda expected that we get Mia because of the shadow silhouette we had before release. And after that, the trailer came, and I thought to myself, okay, there can't be anything more special than this, what we already got. And they announced Ileana, and I was kinda salty, and you're gonna know why in a minute. But yeah, Ileana is an awesome mage. She's my second favorite unit from Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, I have to say, hands down. I loved her, played her like way too much. I leveled her up like maximum and gave her everything. The best spell books, everything, tomes, sorry. Not spell books, tomes, I'm sorry. Yeah, but she's cute. The artwork is amazing. It's just, I like this childish, cute outfit. Like, she's like the Red Riding Hood, but in purple. She looks like, she reminds me of that, and it's really cute to see. It's amazing how they draw the Tagma animation. The special looks amazing. I think the special looks awesome. That's the best artwork of Ileana I have seen so far, even though the Halloween outfit of Ileana is also really cool. But we are not at Halloween right now, so yeah. The damage pose is also really cute because she's always hungry. She's crying because she got hit. Poor girl. And the food is coming out of her bag. it's kind of sad and cute at the same time. And you also can see the pages of the book ripping out. But yeah, Ileana is one of the better units. I would also place her at A. The other units have kind of a special background because of the glowing feathers, the wind and everything like that. It's kind of sad that they didn't include that in the other kids. It's just kind of Shadow Dragon, basically Mystery of the Emblem exclusive. I don't know why that's a thing. Maybe because it was the 35th anniversary at the time when we got this. But yeah, I don't really know why we got this like this. I don't know. But yeah, the glowing in the background is kind of missing at the other kid units. But yeah, Ileana is a solid A tier. I would place her right behind Sheeta because while it's really cute, the outfit, I would not say it's anything that special in compared to the others. And Sheeta has kind of the sparkling feathers in the background, but they stick out so much. And yeah, the next unit I'm gonna talk about is Innis. Innis is also our Tempest Rise unit of last year. I'm not the biggest Innis fan, but I have to say I built him up and I love him. He's a really good F2P unit. The special looks really cool. That's something he has going for him. The feathers, the blue feathers, it looks awesome. But yeah, I kind of don't think he sticks out that much. Besides that, he's really good. He is a really good bow unit. Even one of the best F2P units we ever gotten up to this point. Because he can just pierce right through damage reduction. He doesn't care about it because of his weapon. It's really cool. This unit is one of the best units we ever gotten of a F2P Tempest Trials. But yeah, I would place Innis for the artwork alone. Because I'm rating just only the artwork, not really the skills and everything like this. And I would say he's also not that special. I would say he's a C tier. A solid C tier, but nothing more. Really nothing more. It's kind of sad that I'm gonna place all the Tempest Trials units at C. It's kind of sad, but I don't think they don't look so special to me. It's just kind of sad. Maybe that's on purpose, I don't know, but yeah, it is what it is. But still, Innis is a good unit. Also, Minerva is a good unit, and Boyd is also a good unit. These three characters are just good. They are truthfully good. They all have preference weapons. Minerva even has a preferred skill, and they just wreak havoc. If you need a good unit for arena and one that's F2P with a preference weapon, kid units are the way to go, I guess. I mean, we get more and more units with preference weapon down the line. We got a lot of them last year, but kid units are always a nice option. So, the next unit is Larachel. Larachel is one of my favorite healers of all time. I also played her in Sacred Stones. She's kind of the loud mage healer that's always noisy and high, holds herself so high. It's so funny to see. The jokes in the text you're just reading in the game with her included are just too funny. I love her. It's really a great unit of all of Fire Emblem and one of my favorite healers nonetheless. I think this is one of the better artworks of Larachel. I think that's one of the best I have seen of Larachel in the game. The colors really suit her. I'm not so the greatest fan of the base Larachel with the mage book, the blue Larachel. I'm not the biggest fan, but she's still a good unit. I've built her up, and this Larachel, I wish I could also make this my main healer, but I have so much other healers at the moment that I don't really need another one. And I have one copy of this Larachel, and I'm kind of happy about that. But I wish I could also build her up a little bit more, but unfortunately that's not really possible because of the orb income. There are too many characters and way too less orbs to get everything up to +10. But still, I use her a lot. I even put her in my defense team in Ether Raids, and she kind of does her job really good. But the artwork is amazing. I love it. I would even place it in S tier. I would say she's the bottom of S tier. Not the top, but the bottom of S tier. Yeah. The next unit is Leon. Leon is a cool character. I kind of think he's not the best villain in any sense. It's kind of, he's not even a villain. He's just possessed. But still, Leon is, I don't know. He's good. He's just a good character in himself. It's kind of sad, his story, but this artwork is also really basic. You can tell if something is a 4-star special on their artwork alone, but he's an awesome unit to have. If you have him +10, he's still a good unit. I fought him once for attack solo. Yeah, attack arrest solo free, because I needed it. And yeah, but if you have building up, he's a really solid unit. But the artwork is not really that special. It's quite simple. There is really nothing outstanding about him, and I would even place him right above Boyd and below Minerva, because he's really not that special of a character in art. But yeah, the next unit, and this is my favorite unit of Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. When they announced Mia, I was way too happy, but also sad because of my orbs. My orbs are not really high at the moment, but the only two characters I care about of Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn are Mia and Ileana. There's no other character I like more than these two in Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. And of course they announce both. Of course they do that. I didn't even know that Ileana is such a popular character. I thought I was like the only one who thought that, and I don't even think she's one of the Grail mercenaries. That's kind of a stretch. You can basically tell, yeah, you can basically say she's a Grail mercenary, but in truth, she is not really a Grail mercenary because of basically the Radiant Dawn, where she just joins Micaiah. But yeah, whatever. she's a kid and it's from Path of Radiance, so it's accurate, I guess, because she's first in the Grail Mercenaries and after that in basically Micaiah's group. And yeah, but Mia, back to Mia because we got off track again. I like to go off track. Mia is a cute character. I really like her. Her energetic personality is just the cutest thing in the world, and I like this. I like this really a lot. An energetic character that gives her all. This is basically what Mia is in all of her versions, all of the versions she has. She's just energetic and ready to slay and go ham, and that's the kind of sword fighter I love the most. And she is also my favorite sword fighter of all time, I would say. Even though Lyn is also high up there, I think Mia is just a slight step above of all the sword fighters in Fire Emblem. And this artwork is just genius. I love it so much. The grin, the smile, everything. It's just so wholesome and pure. She's just one of the cutest characters I've ever seen in Fire Emblem Heroes. And she's right below Pala, because Pala just has the better artwork and the sisters just add to that, and she's basically the best drawn character of the kids until now. Also the feathers in the background give her plus points, I would say. But yeah, that's for Mia. Mia is cute, and let's move on to the next character. The next character is Soren. Well, Soren has a tragic backstory because he was on the streets. He basically has had nobody, and it's kind of cute how they included Ike in this whole thing, because Soren just made his first friends with Ike and Mist, and it's kind of cute how many artworks I've seen on Twitter and so forth are just replicating this in drawings, and it's kind of wholesome, and I love it just how Ike and Soren have become one of the best friends ever. And yeah, I would say artwork wise Soren is not really high up. I kind of don't dig the dirty look, but I get why he's drawn like this. But even the art style is not my thing. It's kind of really basic hold again, but still it's really beautiful. Can't draw myself, so I can't say anything about it, to be honest. But I wouldn't even place him at C. I would place him at B. Yeah, Soren is also not one of my favorite characters, but he's really not that bad of a character. I kind of like him, but also not my favorite. So the next character is Tana, and Tana is my favorite character from Sacred Stones as a Pegasus Knight, because she's a Pegasus Knight and I like Pegasus Knight. And this is also one of the cutest artworks I've ever seen. She doesn't have the glow in the background. That's kind of unfortunate again. But yeah, I like the feathers in the background in the special again. That's always the awesome looking style. The dress suits her really good. This is one of the main features, because it kind of replicates a dress in the game that has been mentioned. I can't remember what it was exactly, but it's kind of funny that they replicated this in this kid version of her, and it's kind of funny to see her damaged out art. She's crying. It's kind of cruel to laugh at something like this where a kid gets hurt, but this drawing is just so cute and so dramatic at the same time. I love it. It's really cute. I don't like kids getting hurt, but this really looks cute. But yeah, the special looks amazing, and the artwork looks also amazing. And I would place her at... that's kind of hard. I even would say she has the upper from Sheeter, because she kind of... I like the art style more of Tana, just because of the hair and the eyes. I like the eyes. That really kid. That's really says that these are kids' eyes. In Sheeter you cannot really tell that, but still, she kind of... Sheeter kind of also has kids' eyes, but not as much as Tana. You can tell that Tana has really cute kid eyes. But yeah, the next character and last character is Erika. Well, Erika is with her brother in the duo, and I kind of find it so funny that Ephraim just looks like a girl. He just looks like a girl. In the damaged art, he looks like a boy, but in the special and the attacking animation and in the normal stance, he just looks like a girl. It's kind of basically because of the outfit, I guess. But yeah, I kind of like it that they have just matching clothes. It looks really cool. Princess and prince, young princess and princess. So I said princess and prince. What? Princess and prince? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Basically, they share the matching clothes and matching swords, and I like it that they both have rapiers. It's basically the unique, the classic weapon of Erika. And the artwork is really amazing. Erika has such a good artwork in every form she has. Every Erika just looks good. There is not one Erika that looks kind of off or other than the other. They look good in every picture. So Erika just looks awesome. Yeah. But I would place her with her brother at S tier at the bottom. I think this is one of the better artworks of Erika in whole. I kind of like her legendary outfit the most, but the kid one is shortly after that. I wish I had one copy at least of her, but yeah, that's also just a dream. But yeah, this artwork looks amazing. Yeah, I would place a bottom S tier, because I kind of like Larachel more than Erika. But Erika looks also really good. But yeah, that's the tier list. There's no placement in D tier. I knew that this would happen because I wouldn't even place anything at D, to be honest. These kids just look all good, every one of them. Every year they make a good kid banner in looks. It's kind of funny to see. But yeah, this is my kid banner review for 2022. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, and leave a like, maybe subscribe, and post your own tier list. Bye, until next time.